Custom grazing sounds simple. You supply grass and management, someone else supplies cattle, and a check shows up in the mail. But does it actually pay or just drain time, labor, and pasture? Today, we're walking through both sides. What makes custom grazing profitable and what makes it a headache? I'll give you the framework to pencil it out for your ranch, not for your neighbors down the road. So a quick definition so that we are all on the same page. Custom grazing is getting paid to graze someone else's cattle on your forage under a contract. Payment can be per head per day, per pound of gain, or a hybrid with add-ons for mineral rotations and handling. University and extension professionals use those exact structures in their budgets and guides that I used to give this outline for you guys today. So first, let's dive into the upside. Number one, you've got cash flow without cattle ownership risk. You're not tying up capital in animals. You are monetizing forage and management. In tight or high interest years, that matters. And you know what? This is a great alternative income path when owning stockers or backgrounding looks thin. Number two, you've got your known revenue per day when you are paid per head per day. A posted rate per head per day gives predictable cash flow if you hit stocking and season targets. Then you get paid for management. Contracts can and should bake in your labor, rotations, moves, water checks, and record keeping that you are doing. And finally, number four, if you are good at grazing timing, watering, stock flow, all of those things that come with custom grazing, you can turn pasture into a service business, not just a commodity lease. Now, let's break down the downside. You've got forage and weather risks. Drought can blow up your whole system. If you've guaranteed head counts or minimum days without a forage out clause, you'll be buying hay for someone else's cattle. This is the biggest hole in weak contracts. University lease contract resources stress aligning stocking and escape clauses to actual forage conditions. Then you've got underpricing labor and wear and tear. Most first-time grazers don't charge enough for time, fuel, fence repairs, and water systems. Make sure you are valuing labor explicitly and tracking it so that the rate reflects reality. And number three, you've got rate structure that pushes risk onto you without an upside. Pay by the pound of gain can sound like premium, but experts warn it often shifts risk to the grazer with little reward unless forage quality and animal class are firmly defined. And finally, you've got hidden costs inside services included. Things like mineral, fly control, processing, pulls, trucking coordination. All of these seemingly little things add up quickly. Older rate sheets show big spreads based on who supplies feed, supplement, and vet work. If you are including them, price them accordingly. Now let's talk pay structure. Number one, you've got per head per day. This is the easiest to cash flow and budget. You carry forage and weather risk, and the owner keeps animal performance risk. This is a situation where you can use seasonal minimums and drought out clauses to protect yourself. Number two, you've got per pound of gain. Sounds attractive, but only if you control cattle clause, starting weights, health protocols, and have supplementation rights. Otherwise, you're betting your paycheck on genetics and weather. Many grazers regret PPGs without a solid floor rate. And finally, you've got a hybrid option. You can do a base PhD plus small gain bonuses. That is actually often the fairest split of incentives, but only if a contract is laid out well. Let's talk those contracts and the things that you actually need in there so that you are staying in business and this doesn't just turn into a favor that you're doing for another producer. Things that you have to have in this contract. Number one, you've got stocking and dates with flexibility tied to measured forage conditions. Number two, who pays for what? Mineral, meds, pulls, vets, processing, trucking, salt, fly control, all of it. Number three, you've got shrink, death loss, and liability. Set thresholds and who bears them. Number four, you've got monitoring and moves. Who decides rotations and when? Number 5, you've got payment timing. Monthly is common, but what are you doing? And make sure you get a deposit. Number 6, you've got drought and forage out clause, a clear off ramp if grass disappears. Use every single one of these and talk with an attorney to get a solid contract in place that protects both parties. Now, how do we pencil it out? Here's some quick math so you can get a sanity check and a rate for yourself. Step 1, you need to be analyzing your cost of grass, fence depreciation, water systems, taxes, leases, pasture maintenance, and your labor at a real hourly value. Number 2, translate to a daily cost per animal unit. Use a realistic stocking rate and grazing season length. This is an area where you can heavily lean on extension budgets or local custom rate surveys to help you. Number 3, add margin. You're running a service business, not a charity. Step 4, have a reality check against local custom rates. Historic surveys show cow-calf and stocker PhD ranges. Some regions publish annual custom rate reports. Do not undercut the market. You can't make up for it on volume. And number 5, do a stress test. What if drought cuts your days by 30%? What if labor ends up running 25% higher? Do you still clear a margin? If not, adjust rate or the contract. Now, when does this actually make sense? Does custom grazing make sense for you? It fits your operation when you've got excess grass or want to rest your own cow capital. You're good at grazing and logistics and can command a premium. You have clean contracts that price services, protect drought risk, and pay on time. And local custom rates are strong enough to cover your true costs plus profit at the end of the day. Now let's talk the other side of this. When is it a resource drain? This option drains you when you've underpriced labor and wear and tear. You accept PPG with no control over cattle class or supplementation. There's no forage out clause and you end up buying hay for custom cattle. And you treat it like a lease instead of a managed service business. Different animals, different risk, different paperwork. So here's your filter for this week, guys. Number 1, you need to do your all-in daily cost. Is that greater than your expected custom rate with margin? Does my contract cap my exposure on drought, death loss, scope creep? Contracts are important. Look at them, review them with an attorney. Number 3, am I pricing my management of the cattle, not just the grass? Number 4, is this rate structure aligned with what I can control? Forage, moves, mineral, all of those things, not just genetics and luck. If you can check these boxes, custom grazing can pay. If not, it's probably going to drain resources. That's the truth of it. This is the CattleUSA Daily Podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Moylan. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode. We will see you all next time.